You're watching Escape Adulthood Live, your #1 source for long-lasting, fast-acting, physician-approved adultitis relief.
On this week's show, we're talking about otters, the Rubik's Cube, and a fun way to solve all your problems.
Greetings and salutations. This episode is brought to you by people like David Bates, their membership in the Humpday Society. Thank you, guys.
Yes, if you'd like to annihilate the adultitis in your life, learn more about the Wonder and Whimsy Society, or be among the first to know about our newest offerings, become an insider at escapeadulthood.com/subscribe.
Yes, please do that. 75.
Show number 75. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, because many of you who are here right now have been along for the ride for all 75, or most of them.
Yeah, I would bet there's a few that have been here for all 75, at least 70, I gotta say, right?
If you're in the comments and you think you've seen at least, let's even give it like 60 to 65 shows, because we know life happens. Like, do a little shout out, give us a little wave. And by the way, Steven, we're thinking about you. I hope your night goes better. We saw your little comment there. So yeah, it's kind of neat to see our regulars, as we call you, like our friends, our Adultitis Fighters on this journey, right?
And of course, those on replay. I mean, it's cool to have this community live, but I know a lot of you, this doesn't work into your schedule, and you make it a regular habit to watch the replay. And we love you guys too. So thanks for checking this out. We're talking about problems tonight. I don't know, anyone here have a problem?
Any problems? The airing of grievances.
So, yes, there's just going to be an airing of grievances.
Seinfeld fans.
We started out asking what was something awesome that happened to you today, because that's
we all
good
need
to
that.
be reminded of, right?
Exactly.
I like Cindy said, I had coffee at our new coffee shop with my sister-in-law and enjoyed catching up. I can smell it right now.
So good.
Martha said that Rich got his Wonder Whimsy Society random awesome box. So that's pretty cool. We have a little secret Santa swap going on with members of the
Ours
Wonder
are
Whimsy
sitting on the
Society.
counter ready to get mailed tomorrow.
Yes.
So we're excited to get those out.
There was some other good ones. Oh yeah, Jen got a new to me tea in the mail and is enjoying a cup tonight.
Oh,
that sounds
that's glorious.
Wonderful.
We're glad you're here.
I can relate to this one. Brittany enjoyed a walk in 45-degree weather in December. We also did that.
Yeah, Jason took
today.
his hat off. Didn't you?
Didn't need the stocking hat today.
I still had a hat on. It's cold.
Pretty good. And so we need. I like one. Christy says it's been a long month and it's only the 1st of December.
Oh, Christy!
It feels like that. It feels a lot like that. So we're talking a little bit about problems tonight. We're gonna
seems kind of Debbie Downer-ish.
Well, I think this is gonna change. We have a problem.
I'll solve it.
I like to call. Wait for it. Spoiler alert.
Ice baby, come
Spoiler
on.
alert. We call ourselves professional reminderers, and we're going to be in full form with that tonight. So if you have any problems going on in your life right now, big or small, hang in here. Maybe something we say will encourage you and give you a new way of seeing things. But first of all, I wanted to talk about kind of a fun little toy fad that is right behind me that this otter is holding. So let's go into that first.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys. Rubik's Cube.
Never had much success with this, I'll be honest.
No.
This was not my brain power.
I was going to ask, is anyone in here like a Rubik's Cube aficionado?
Yeah, there will be a couple.
I got a full disclosure. I mean, I can't put IKEA furniture together. I have a very difficult... This summer, when I put together that shelf in the garage on the ceiling, I can't look at an instruction and then see where it's supposed to go. You would think as a visual artist that I'd have that part down, but no, there's something about the spatial.
You would think that
I'm
you could
terrible.
actually fill in the pieces, but no, I think because you are so illustrative, you need it to be a certain way, and it's never the way you need it to be.
I have brain damage. So
Is
Rubik's
this on
Cube.
That's recorded. I now have that recorded. That's awesome.
Rubik's Cube has never been, it scared me a little bit, but I do appreciate it, and it is quite a phenomenon. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about where they came from. Where I don't know how many people knew this. Christy points out that the secret is to pull the stickers off and put them back in the right spot.
Where my sister did that.
I think that would be the only way that I could solve it. Jane says I can solve a whole side.
Hey,
which is
I don't
one
think
more
I've ever
side.
done that. That's awesome, Jane. She does work and own a toy store, so
she's
as
probably
if
got
you have
good
all
practice,
this time on your hands.
Kate is officially not her strength, but still fun.
Yes, it's fun to try, right? I'm with you, Kate.
Yes,
I
parents
know.
point out my niece Kerrigan. She is very good at that.
We talked about her at dinner as we talked about this.
So so in the spring of 1974, a young Hungarian architect named Erno Rubik. That's convenient. That is really convenient. That is name.
No wonder he invented the Rubik's Cube.
What are the chances? Wanted to find a way to model three-dimensional movement to his students. After spending months tinkering with blocks of cubes made from wood and paper, held by rubber bands, glue, and paper clips. That sounds like something Jenna would put together. Jenna's put together some pretty interesting prototypes for things we've done over the years. He created something he called the Magic Cube. After creating the cube, this is funny, Rubik was faced with a second challenge. How to solve it. At the time, he had no idea if it was even solvable and if it could be put back in place, and let alone how fast, because no one literally had ever done it before. It took him a full month to solve his own puzzle.
But wouldn't you think that the person who invented this would be good at like the whole spatial?
Well, I mean, until you figure out the math behind it, because I think that's the thing is there's a certain strategy to it, and at the time he didn't have all that Google to watch videos and how
watch
to do
videos
that,
about how to solve something he created.
Yeah. So the invention was eventually renamed the Rubik's Cube, and it would become the most popular puzzle toy in the world with more than 350 million sold as of 2018. So here's an interesting stat for you. This will make your head blow up. Like once you turn it around, like this picture shows, like colors everywhere. There are 43 quintillion potential variations of how everything can be. 43. I don't even know what quintillion is.
I didn't know quintillion was a number. I thought that's like what you make up when you don't know comes after like bazillion.
It's a lot. That's how many. I don't know. What is that?
What is that? What are you asking me?
43 quintillion. That's a lot. I'm trying to think of a joke. Can we pause until I come up with a witty joke? I got nothing.
Come back to that.
Someone else. It was manufactured in small batches, appeared in Hungarian toy stores, 1977. So here's interesting. Hungary was communist in the 70s, so imports and exports were tightly controlled.
So
you couldn't be an importer-exporter.
Another Seinfeld reference. Can you tell we've been watching a little Seinfeld lately?
The answer, international toy fairs. It was spotted by Tom Kramer at the 1979 Nuremberg Toy Fair. He brought the concept to the United States to Ideal Toy Company. Now, I did not know this fact. If anyone knows this or watched this, I vaguely remember this. Do you remember in the early 80s, the cube was featured in an American TV commercials and advertising, of course.
Yeah.
But it also became the star of an animated series in 1983 called Rubik the Amazing Cube.
No, it was a character?
It was like a character in a series.
How many episodes were there?
It's streaming on Netflix as we speak now. There were 43 quintillion episodes created. It was infinite. We were talking about this at dinner about the.
It's got a memory.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
We had a Rubik's Cube that was a play off of a cereal brand. We saved up whatever you save up on cereal. Was there like a little tab or something? I don't know, right? And then you could like mail it in.
Yep.
And we got a Rubik's Cube that had cereal pictures all over it, like different types of cereal.
Like a knockoff, or
it was
actual
I don't know
Rubik's
if it
Cube?
was like in conjunction with the Rubik's company, but it was a Rubik's Cube with like cereal pictures. It was white. And we earned that by eating a lot of cereal.
Good for you. Great story. I'm glad we took time out of our show to.
I'm like, I don't think we had a traditional. I think we eventually had a traditional, but we also had a cereal one. Anyone else? I don't know.
Nope.
A lot of Frosted Flakes. That's all I know. Please, someone say you had that too.
The cube spawned a competitive sport called speed cubing that fills arenas with teenagers racing to complete the puzzle in the shortest amount of time. So in 1982, Rubik's holds the first world championship in Budapest, Hungary. And Min Tai, who's from USA, was the inaugural winner with the result of 22.95 seconds. So just under 23 seconds, Min Tai was able to solve it.
Come on.
2011, new world record set by Michael Pluskowicz from Poland in Bangkok. Yes, with an average time of 8.67
I have goosebumps.
seconds.
I have goosebumps. And honestly,
oh, no, you didn't.
Jason told
That's what I'm talking about.
He told us that fact at supper, and I still have goosebumps hearing it again. 8 seconds?
0.65. Makes that month that Mr. Rubik took a little poor.
Yeah.
But if you thought that was good, in 2015, was that 6 years ago? Almost 7 years ago? World record fastest single solve, Lucas Etter, 4.9 seconds.
Come on.
That's not even real.
What year was this?
That was 6 years ago, 2015.
Has anyone? No one's beat that. That's like
As far as I know, that still stands.
4. Come on.
I mean,
I can't even pick one up in 4
you
seconds.
could have it. You could have it solved except for one turn, and I wouldn't get it in 4.9 seconds.
I know. Yeah, if you
I'd
had
be like,
one thing left to do.
If I turn this like this, will that? Yeah, that'll go. Oh yeah, 6 seconds. Great, good job, Jason.
That is something else.
Jody wonders they must be autistic.
You know, that is actually, as a special ed teacher, as a former teacher,
on another level. I think
it's
that could be
superpower. Like autistic children who are autistic have superpowers that we just cannot, and it has to be. It has to be. There's got to be a way. This is just not.
Yep. Kate says magic. I think magic, sorcery.
By the way, Kate said she's singing Ice Ice Baby in her head.
You just wait.
Are you going to perform that tonight?
No, that's overhyped. My last final little statistic that I really enjoyed is that Homer, in 1991, Homer Simpson plays with the Rubik's Cube, and it was the first of 6 Simpsons appearances for the Rubik's Cube.
What year was the first one?
Like, you've made it if they put you into a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, it's true.
And in 1991, it was the first of 6 for the Rubik's Cube.
Maybe that's part of what has kept it going.
Well, that's what they said. It was kind of a fad in the 80s, and then I think the New York Times declared it passé, and they were wrong. Fake news. And then eventually, in the 90s, I think it kind of had a resurgence, and now it's back, baby. It's back.
Cindy brings up an interesting comment.
What's this? Some can do it blindfolded or with their feet. Is
this for real? Is this for real?
It's got to be.
If you don't know this, but after 75 shows, I'm kind of gullible. So that's definitely a fault of mine.
If 4.9 seconds is real, if quintillion is a real number, anything is real. That's all I got to say about that.
I mean, people play the guitar with their feet. Why can't you do Rubik's Cube with your feet? I don't know. You tell me.
Maybe that's my problem. I haven't tried that.
That's it. That's your problem.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
All right. Well, even though it's Wednesday, we're talking about Purple Tuesday.
And I want to know if anyone noticed that we both had purple on tonight. I bet Jenna noticed. Rachel, we talked about Purple Tuesday at our meeting today. But yeah, it's Purple
This is the time of year where every company that you've ever purchased anything from. I got a Black Friday deal from airfilters.com. Like, come on. Seriously? And I hate it. I am a terrible business person because we send a few emails out and I just want to punch myself in the face every time.
I think you do.
So
and then your face turns purple, which is why this is purple.
We came up with, we're like, we'll just make up our own holiday. Now, we've been doing this for at least a decade.
Oh, yeah.
This was before Giving Tuesday and Cyber Monday.
We didn't know about
Like,
Giving
there's
Tuesday
all
when this
this
started.
new stuff. Like, we started Purple Tuesday, and it's a made-up holiday to wear purple and buy stuff from our store. Because I refuse. It's like not a rule that I have to send out a Black Friday email.
Or Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the accountant thinks we really should. So we do. We split the difference. We do Purple Tuesday, and this year we're resurrecting a popular deal from years past, and we're running it till Friday. Because why the hell not? So here's how it works. If you spend $40 at our lemonade stand, you get a $20 gift card. That's it. And we
Brenda Kinnear, did you just point something out that is very, very interesting?
It's not on the celebrated. No, that's how much I can't do it. I can't.
But we really should put it on there.
Oh, I'm not saying we shouldn't.
Jenna, will you make that happen?
I'm not saying we shouldn't.
Oh, Brenda, you just got yourself a job for our company.
So here it is. The $20 gift card, very comfortable. It's twice
comfortable.
It's twice as more valuable as our $10. Believe it or not.
Are you sure?
It's
twice?
like double the value.
Okay.
So I just made that up. And what do we got a few? Obviously, we got a few things on our store. Many of you who are diehards watching have already bought your goodies. But just in case, we just had a major order of calendars today, which depleted our stock supremely. We sold 43 quintillion calendars today.
I'm going to make the bold claim that they are going to be sold out by Christmas this year. And usually it takes till, sometime in January.
Some in January. We have a few left. But
yeah.
Here you go. This guy.
Aw, yeah.
He was made specifically for this calendar. You're going to hear a little bit more about this seller this tonight. The story behind it. So the Celebrate Everything calendar, 365 real holidays, not including Purple Tuesday. What else, Kim?
We have our Wonder Hunt cards. And this is kind of a cool gift for someone that, let's be honest, you don't want to ship a whole box and a whole big thing. Just stick in a little envelope with a little card and say, hey, just want to give you a little wonder this year. It's
good
kind
stocking
of simple.
stuffer too.
It is a good stocking stuffer. And of course, we talked about these recently, the Wonder Hunt greeting cards, a set of 12 new cards with Wonder Hunt challenges on the back. And little known fact, there are some new challenges on the back that aren't in the deck. I think 4 new ones. Does that seem right? 4?
I think that is right.
Yeah.
Of course, there's the old standbys. Penguins can't fly. 39 rules that don't exist. And a chance of awesome. How changing the way you see changes everything. 2 of the most recent books. They're evergreen. So if you are looking for fun gifts, about $20 a piece, it's a good stocking stuffer. It's a good gift for clients, friends, employees.
We also have some cool water bottles and T-shirts with the Adultitis Fighter with that little lightning bolt logo that Jason made earlier this year. You were wearing your shirt earlier this week, and that's a fun one. So if you consider yourself an Adultitis Fighter, own it, right? Own it. And treat yourself to a shirt and get another $20 gift card, right?
Yeah. Martha says, I gave a 2022 calendar to a friend who said her youngest would go crazy for the Rubik's Cube otter because he loves them both.
Aww, that's awesome.
And Kate says, I shared one with a friend who's about to enjoy her first year of retirement after 40 years of nursing.
That's good. Lots to celebrate.
Oh,
right?
and of course, we had gallery night a few weeks ago where I unveiled this new series of 9 paintings inspired by the Beatles song Here Comes the Sun. And these canvases and some limited edition prints are also now available at the lemonade stand. So a bunch of goodies there. Check out shop.escapeadulthood.com. We really do appreciate it. We thank you for humoring us as we share some of the goodies we have. We are really proud and happy with the things that we put out in the world. But we are much rather make stuff than sell the stuff. So we appreciate everyone who has supported us, especially this past year, for all of the orders that we've received. So thank you guys so much.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I love watching otters do meal prep. They float on their back as they work to open an oyster for lunch. They put off this nonchalant vibe like they're nursing a margarita on an inflatable raft in a pool at an all-inclusive resort. They have the cool confidence of Vanilla Ice, who famously rapped, "If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it." The situation is actually a matter of life and death, because if they don't eat, they don't last very long. But of course, they're well suited for the task, so their body language gives away the fact that there's not actually much drama involved. I wonder how our lives would look if we went about our challenges the same way, looking at our problems more like brain teasers. What if we saw them as fun puzzles to solve, like oysters that just take a bit of patience and persistence to crack open? Too often we, and when I say we, I mean me, but perhaps you can relate, run around in a frenzied state, lamenting the sorry state of our affairs and worried that we've already eaten our last meal. I, for one, have perfected the craft of rejoicing over all of the times God has blessed me and provided for me, while feeling absolutely certain that He's forgotten about me this time. Sure, there was that time I never thought I'd be brave enough to make it through freshman year. That time when we had less than $100 in the checking account. That time the mechanic left a rag in the engine that prevented us from decelerating on the highway. And the time we came home from the vacation to find bullet holes and glass in our living room. Those worked out okay. But this time, I don't know. Sometimes I look back at old journal entries and come across my account of a 5-alarm dumpster fire written as if it were the sign of the pending apocalypse. With a few years of hindsight, I often have to work to even remember the event. Just like today, I stumbled across an old photo of a car that had been in an accident. The hood was crumpled like a Shar-Pei, and it reminded me a lot of a silver Grand Am we used to have. On further inspection, it was our Grand Am, and memories flooded back of a fender bender that happened after a family outing at the zoo. That, too, seemed like a disaster at the time. It was apparently so disruptive to my life that I've completely forgotten all about it until I saw the photo in my photo stream. We encountered a problem, we solved it, and life went on. Most problems in life are like that. And I'm not suggesting we ignore our problems or pretend they don't exist, but merely to reframe them as cosmic crossword puzzles to decipher, a Rubik's Cube to solve. It's realizing that problems are a part of life, and the only people without them are taking up residence in those extended stay resorts called cemeteries. It's about acknowledging that most problems are not as catastrophic as they feel. It's about maintaining an attitude that problems are solvable while refusing to underestimate our ability to solve them. And it's about accepting that even if you don't solve the problem right away, even if you're still trying to crack that baby open, that's okay too. What if we adopted the frame that these problems are not sent to destroy us, but to keep our minds sharp? Novelist and poet Wendell Berry reminds us that the mind that is not baffled is not employed. The impeded stream is the one that sings. Perhaps the next time we encounter a problem, especially the kind that leaves us hysterical, we can try a little harder to adopt the posture of an otter with an oyster. Yes, it's important, but it's figure-outable and nothing to panic over. Maybe the calm would give us the clarity we need. Maybe an air of nonchalance would invite the playful spirit we need to crack the case. We're more creative than we give ourselves credit for. We're stronger than we feel. And we're loved by a God who is stronger still. Like the otter, we are well suited to overcome any problem we encounter. Yo, we got this.
I wondered if yo was coming out somewhere. So here's my question. If we tackle problems with this new perspective, this new lens to see through, won't this make adultitis very, very angry?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
And I tell you, I mean, I wrote this as a reminder to myself because it really is true. Like, I look back at, like, I can laugh at, like, oh, I can't believe I ever worried about that, or that turned out way better than I thought. And then as soon as, like, the next thing comes, like, we're in the process of trying to renovate my studio. We're trying to build out an addition, and I thought it would be done by March. We haven't broken ground yet. It's a long story, but it feels like there's always some other obstacle. And you told me one today about another hurdle that we had to jump through. And my initial thing was like, oh, maybe it's not going to happen. And you were just like, I'm not even worried about it. This is going to be fine. Now, you're probably trying to convince yourself as much as that, but we kind of play that for each other as like one of us is ready to jump off the cliff. The other one is like,
hopefully you have a friend in your life that serves that purpose for you, right?
And if not, maybe your friend was us tonight to remind you, you don't need to go running off the cliff.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. It's fine.
There'll be a new problem next week.
Exactly. Like I said, the only people who don't have problems are not here.
Look at the alternatives, right?
So it's a good reminder to have often when we're in the middle of whatever new tragedy when we're faced with at that moment, because most of them are not really tragedies, and of course even the tragedies we can grow from and get something out of. So again, it's not about ignoring the problem. It's not like pretending like they don't make us mad or angry or sad or worried. It's just a little bit of a reframe to look more like this guy here when he's trying to crack open lunch. All right, you guys, it has been a little while since we've done a Let's Draw. We didn't do one on gallery night, and we didn't do one last week because we
were on the couch.
We were on the couch, just kind of a little bit more casual. So let's, if you haven't joined us for one of these, get out a pen, a pencil, a piece of scrap paper. If you are a regular and haven't done this, haven't shared your drawing with us, what are you waiting for? This is a good one to start. This is going to be a kind of an easy one. I think there's a little trickiness to it, but it's actually pretty straightforward. So all we're going to do here to start out is I'm going to try to. My iPad is frozen.
Oh man. Yep. We need that button that says like. Da-na-na.
Let's try this again.
Ooh, look at them all. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is not even all of them, but
74 drawings, you guys.
It's a lot.
Right?
It's a little fun behind
Something
the
to
scenes
do over
there.
holiday break. Do a little catch up. Hold, please.
I can't. Come on. Give me something.
This reminds me, we introduced the kids to Jeopardy this week. No idea what Jeopardy was. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not a trivia type person. So Jeopardy is not really my favorite show. So we actually, there we go.
The pen isn't working. All right, well, I'm going to do it with my finger.
Ooh,
this is going to be
interesting.
All right. So did you want to, let's just start this.
Let's just keep going. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Make it a little bit bigger.
I could go get one of the kids' pens.
Actually, let me try something real quick. Tell your Jeopardy story.
Okay, so we were telling that something got brought up about Aaron Rodgers being a host on Jeopardy. And I'm like, how long has he been doing that? We're talking about, so we're like, let's show the kids what Jeopardy is. And then we were like, oh yeah, that song. Da-na-na. Like there's so much cultural knowledge tied into Jeopardy. And then we had that whole conversation about why do you have to ask a question?
Yeah.
So maybe we can do a little history.
That should
on
be a time
days.
capsule.
I know.
Time machine.
Why does everything have to be in the form of a question? We all talked about how that doesn't make any sense. So.
All right. Well, let me see. Okay. So for the sake of continuity, for Jenna, who does all of the editing on this.
We'll start over.
We're going to start this right here. All right, you guys, we're going to do something fun tonight. We're going to draw, well, let's just see what we're going to draw. You'll probably be able to figure out if you've been watching along so far. We're going to start out with a square. And if you've been watching along and can't figure out what this is,
we can't help you.
No. All right, so what we're going to do is we got this square, and then we're going to draw some slanty lines. 3 slanty lines off the edges, all the same angle, okay? And then we're going to connect them. So we're drawing our cube here. And it doesn't have to be perfect.
Paul's guessing banana.
Very good, Paul. All right, you guys have played tic-tac-toe before, right? That's basically what we're drawing here in the middle of this first box is a tic-tac-toe grid, roughly trying to get them to be squares, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll take those angled lines that we drew for the corners, and we're going to continue to mimic those in the same angle, but we're going to start with that tic-tac-toe line, and we're going to keep that same angle as best as we can. Okay. You know, this is bothering me. I can't do it.
I can't. What was wrong? It was like too crooked?
Just a little bit.
Why isn't it snapping in and doing like the
because
straight
I decided
lines?
not to do that. I'm making it a little bit less perfect, but not too
That's going
not
well.
perfect. I mean, you know, it's like a crazy.
I have to live with this, you guys.
Okay.
Can you believe it?
So we've got to make the rest of our boxes here. So this is where, you know, we're going to draw 2 lines, and we want to try to get them, break this top part into thirds, like this. We got our 2 lines there, and then use those to start 2
Jennifer
lines on the
Tackett
side.
called it. She knew you were going to have to fix that.
Yeah, well.
She knows. She's an
Welcome
art
to my world.
therapist. She can see. I bet she can analyze you based on how you do your art. That's interesting. Well, like, we're going to need to talk, Jennifer.
All right, I'm going to do some color. Now, here's where we can get a little fun, where you could make your Rubik's Cube, which is obviously what we're drawing now. I don't know what to tell you if you haven't figured that out.
Spoiler. Spoiler alert.
And so I'm going to do just random. I kind of like the look. It's basically what a Rubik's Cube looks like when I am doing it.
You're not perfecting it.
If it's been taken out of the package and been played with, then this is what you're going to get. So you know all the colors, Kim. That's the first.
Oh, yes.
Okay, what do we got?
We've got
green here.
Yellow, green, red, blue, purple.
Purple.
White.
Purple.
White.
There's 6 sides.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a little
How many
hint.
did I give you?
I think you gave me 43 quintillion colors.
I just figured if I list off enough colors, you'll pick the right ones and do the ones you want to do. So I've never paid attention to that before.
Okay. You're so confident about it.
I know. That's half of life, you guys. Fake it till you make it. I'm telling you, that's how I got a bachelor's degree.
Where's the lie?
I mean, it was for being a kindergarten teacher. So, you know, there's that.
What's that
but-
supposed to mean?
Well, not a lot of science classes. You
Some
know.
child development.
Yeah, but I enjoyed that. So
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oh, then I'm going to leave the reds as they are, and then we've got white. So, contrary to popular belief, at least to Kim, there is no
purple for purple. Weak.
Although maybe your cereal. would have
Yeah,
purple
that could be.
purple moons.
I didn't see anybody say that they also had the cereal. Although Jody did say her mom wouldn't let her eat enough cereal
To
get it.
save up for anything. Yeah. Okay, now this wouldn't be a let's draw if we didn't have a little bit of whimsy here. So
sure.
we gotta give this guy some personality.
ya.
So we're gonna give him a couple little eyes and a little smile.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then we're gonna
Hmm?
put some legs and feet here.
I approve.
And then I'm gonna make little arms
Aw.
like this. And again, if you're playing along at home, you can add your own little pieces to it. If you want to give them a little mustache or a little hat, whatever. I believe I'm going
to... Yo. Oh, that is so cute. This is a fun one. I hope you guys have fun with the colors and the little accessories, accoutrements.
By the way, if you want to do
right, I know Dorothy.
Purple,
he's so cute.
Do purple.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's not a rule.
Right. I don't think it matters, right? Oh, Ella's here, and she made it in time to draw, she said.
All right.
I can't wait to see yours, Elle.
All right. Now, here's a fun little tip. If you want to make this look kind of that three-dimensional thing, put a lighter color in the top part of each box, like a little line, and the right. And you can make it kind of, because they're plastic, got that plastic thing going on.
Yeah, that does add some
depth.
depth.
Adds a little depth to it.
Yeah.
So, but getting pretty close here.
This is one of those things. If you've participated with us, and I hope you have, you can now say to someone in conversation later this week, I got to draw a Rubik's Cube for the first time. What an interesting conversation starter, right?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? Why? Why did you draw a Rubik's Cube? And then you can have that conversation. Were you good at Rubik's Cubes or not?
Did you know that it took the founder a month to do the first one, right? We just, there's so much to learn here.
I know.
And yeah, it's
so cute.
It's kind of a thing. Instead of people saying, what's going on? And be like, nothing. And be like, well, I actually drew a Rubik's Cube last night, learned how to do that.
Or even if you didn't draw for whatever reason, you can say, I learned some really cool things about a classic toy from the 80s.
And then, Kate says, and then sing Ice Ice Baby. That's exactly right.
They'll see the tie-in. I think the connection's obvious. So.
All right. Well, we definitely want you to share your creation. I don't care if you think it's good or not. We love seeing it. We love seeing everyone's effort. And we've got quite a hodgepodge because it's been a while since we've done a Let's Draw. This one, I don't even remember when we did this one. This one was like the sand cat. I don't even. This was like weeks ago, Jennifer. So thank you for your patience. I thought it was kind of appropriate for December to have a little bit of sunshine here. So that's great. Corey joined us with Halloween, where Kim and I dressed up like some Batman characters, and she did a good job. I know. That turned out so especially cute, because I only showed how to draw Batgirl. Yes. And so she did Joker all by herself. Level. Then we've got Steven here, who drew the little bonbons, and he's got a little camp light there. And then our own Jenna, who anytime I see anything on the back of an envelope, it makes me happy because it kind of fits with the whole point of just grab what's at hand. And there was some coffee stains going on here that she worked with. She implemented, got a nice monochromatic thing going going on here. Now that this has happened, what does this make? It makes art possible, right? That's what it makes possible. There's actually, we may have talked about this before, but there is a whole section of artists out there right now who are watercoloring with coffee beans. Have you heard of this? So just Google that. Watercolor with coffee beans and Google image that, and it is really impressive. We've seen some work in person, and it makes me optimistic that it would just be fun to tinker with, you know? Yeah, so if you drew the Mr. Rubik's Cube, or if you've drawn anything in the past and have never gotten a chance to show it, obviously we pull things out from the archive here because we get a lot of stuff. So send it to kj@escapeadulthood.com. That way we both can see it, and maybe it'll show up on a future show. Yes, we hope you do. Well, here's a meme for you, Kim. Look at this one. This is just a word picture. See how frustrating that top one is? But then that kid painted over it. And he's like, I got this. There's a problem. Yo, I solved it. That one, that was just for me. That one. I love that one. So that's our meme of the week. This week, we're doing a shout out to Jody Jensen. who is here, by the way. She is this month's, November's Adultitis Fighter of the Month.
Yay!
And,
Congratulations,
put up
Jody.
a post in the league recently. There's Jody with her partner in crime, Tom.
I love that picture of you guys.
That's a good one. So we ask our Adultitis Fighters some different questions, and Jody had some good wisdom to pass along. Well, first of all, we asked who her greatest influence has been in her own fight against adultitis, and she said her parents.
Oh.
Now, just how she describes this, I think they won parenting.
Aww.
She says, they were two very different souls who were meant to be together. They taught me to love music, books, soccer, Slurpees, fireworks, parades, art, road trips, and late night ice cream runs just because we could. That's pretty much a recipe for winning at parenting.
It is.
Right? I mean, because of what all that means, life, all of those things, right? So that's pretty cool. And then we asked her, like, what's your strategy for dealing with people who are obviously infected with adultitis? And she does a lot of anonymous things, like secret words of kindness, heart or cookie attacks, and delivering a favorite small item found via secret agent methods. So she's got that secret sort of thing going on, which I love. And if that fails, she said, just throw a party. And very few people can resist a good party, which is not wrong.
Because there's probably going to be cake there, right?
Yeah,
I mean, come
that's
on.
right.
Yeah, baby.
We asked, what advice do you have for someone who's feeling overwhelmed by adultitis? Is that anyone? Anyone? Bueller?
It's not
Bueller, anyone
relatable.
feeling overwhelmed? She says, celebrate the small things every day. I also try to find at least one thing I'm grateful for each day, or one beautiful moment I can hold in my mind or on my cell phone. Which makes me think of a practice that I started this year, which is when you go to bed, fall asleep thinking about what was your happiest moment of the day. And I am amazed at how often it's like small things. I still remember there was a moment where I was sitting in our backyard and Ginny came running around on her bike. She came wheeling along on her bike and this big smile of joy on her face. And I just remember in that moment, sort of like in The Office when Pam and Jim are like, was like that. So many times, like that's the thing is like, what's the happiest moment? And that's a good way to fall asleep. We asked Jody, is there anything else you wanted to share? And she said, it can take a long time to learn to enjoy the journey. Be patient with yourself. Love who you are at every good and bad moment along the way. That's good advice.
That is very wise advice. I think
Absolutely.
I get the privilege of having some neat one-on-one conversations with our Wonder and Whimsy Society members, and I do hear echoes of people disappointed in their progress and maybe not being as grace-filled with themselves as they would be with a friend. And so I think that really speaks to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just be patient with yourself.
So thank you, Jody. If you want to see more pictures of Jody and read more of her advice and wisdom, only if you made it that way. I didn't, go to our website, escapeadulthood.com. Check out the blog. It's one of the more recent posts. There's some fun stuff in there. So thank you, Jody. Congratulations. Thank you for being an inspiration to all of us. So it's about time for a giveaway.
Yes.
And I've got a fun question tonight.
Okay,
so let's get into this.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's $10
$10 gift card.
which is halfway towards
20.
Whoa, this could really be leveraged this week.
It's get enough of those together. You got 43 quintillion.
Usually I mail this out, but maybe I'll email a picture of it so that they could use it by Friday this week. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to do, you guys.
Okay. The question, all you have to do to enter is to put, what is your favorite fad from your youth? So we've talked a lot about Rubik's Cubes tonight, which was kind of a fad. It's come back, but it's a very 80s thing. And some people here are watching like they were kids in the 90s. Some were kids in the 1890s. No, sorry, Dad. No, we span a lot of generations here. So what was your
Before
favorite
we
fad
start
from
that,
your
I
youth?
don't think we announced who the winner of Gallery Night's big giveaway was. We gave away a canvas print.
Oh yeah,
Right?
mhm.
And that went to Rich Henderson. So congratulations, Rich. I hope that's come and arrived for you. And then the last week, we also had another giveaway, right?
That was a couple weeks ago, or the last time I think it was before Gallery Night.
Yes,
actually.
Scott
Scott
Lundgren
Lundgren, yeah.
won the gift card. So so all right, we got some fads. I saw
Okay,
Paul
let's
already coming
see.
in with
Oh,
the Trapper Keeper.
so good. The Trapper Keeper.
Oh, that
yes.
sound! I want that sound on like our buttons.
Skip it from Jennifer.
Ooh, yes.
Scrunchies.
They're back, baby.
Rachel is about the Pogs.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Jelly shoes.
I know they were
Jelly-
so uncomfortable.
Ooh, how about this? Trivial Pursuit. That was that was a
classic.
thing, man.
Mhm.
Those little pie-shaped wedges.
Yeah.
Spoonfuls of peanut butter from the PB tub while sitting in the cupboard.
Oh, that's adorable.
Was that a fad or just a memory? Like that is that
I love that.
is that a recipe for living life well? I think that's what that is.
I think so. Yeah.
Slap bracelets.
Oh yes, Brittany. Nice.
Swatch
one.
watch.
Mhm. Oh, that was a big deal.
Okay, so she thought we said food.
Oh,
Food, yeah.
favorite.
Hey, maybe it needs to be a fad. Let's be honest. It needs to be a thing.
I just pictured the Christmas Story with Ralphie and the brother and Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie. Let's see. Yes, Martha confirms that they got it, and it's in a place of honor. Very good. How about fluorescent colors on clothes and other stuff,
Yes.
like Trapper Keepers,
Total
and
fluorescent.
slap bracelets,
and nail polish, right?
What
Yeah.
else we got? Charms. Yep,
Oh, charms.
charms. Boombox. The fact that they were called
the boombox, right?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh yeah, you like those,
Divine
didn't you?
Wonder Whimsy Society member Divine has a tremendous collection of Garbage Pail Kids that she
That's
posted in
right.
the. I don't know if she put it in the private
That
Wonder
part of
Whimsy
our
group
show and
or
tell
the
at one
Escape Adulthood
time.
League. I'm not
And one
sure.
of the
but,
masterminds, yeah.
Kate says my Bart Simpson shirt that said "Don't have a cow." Don't have a cow, man. Talk about an adultitis fighter.
Right?
Indeed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dorothy bell bottom hip hugger jeans with patches.
See, and those came
Classic.
back around
Yep.
eventually. Mm-hmm.
Pet Rock. Yep.
Nice.
We did a time machine on Pet Rock
Yeah.
a while ago, didn't we?
We sure
One of our
did.
75 shows.
Mhm.
Parachute pants.
Oh. What were
Yes.
those Zubaz pants?
Oh, Zubaz. I had some
You
Zubaz.
did, I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Mhm.
Color Forms. I loved Color Forms.
Oh,
Cindy is a good one.
yes. Mhm.
Yep. Sticker collection. Lisa Frank. Garbage Pail Kids. Classic.
Puffy stickers,
Scratch and sniff. The glitter.
Oh, we would get like photo albums and then just put them in
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do we got here?
Yeah.
Colored handkerchiefs folded into a star and tied around our necks.
Oh, that's classic. The handkerchiefs,
Babysitter
right?
Club books.
Mhm.
Disco.
Nice.
Nike shoes. Yeah, and those there
Oh,
was
that's a big deal.
stage where those were the it thing, man.
Yep.
Of course, Sharon's got to bring in Duran Duran.
Fedoras. Yes. That's a good
big
fad.
hair. Yeah, we were trying to tell the kids when I was in high school, the girls would have that Aquanet and they'd get those bangs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
My
that
mom was the official perm giver for like all of our friends and sisters, mainly my sister's friends, because they were a little bit ahead of me on that one. But yeah, there was a lot of perms, and that the house smelled for weeks after a perm was given.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slinky. Got a Slinky up
Oh,
there,
yeah,
right up there above
classic.
Kim's head.
Mhm.
Yeah, the scratch and sniff, stickers, stamp collecting.
Oh yes.
Ooh, shoulder pads.
Oh,
So good.
Martha. Yes. The Velcro ones, you can take
Cuff
them in and out.
jeans.
Boys, did you have shoulder pads in the guys' shirts too? In your silk shirts?
silk shirts, yeah.
Oh, yes. That was a
That's
big deal in
pretty
high
sweet.
school.
Pretty rad.
Mhm.
Good stuff, you guys. Good
Cuff
stuff. We'll keep those coming in. We will pick a winner at the end of the show. We'll email the
How
winner.
about you for a fad?
Favorite fad from my
Clear
youth.
glasses?
No, that was never. That was never.
How about the hair thing with like the bolts or something? Didn't you want to like put lines
Yeah.
in the side of your
You
hair?
know what one we had I have two younger brothers, and we had cutoff shirts that we thought we were the bee's knees. We just
Okay.
got these. That was a big thing in the 80s.
Oh.
It cut off right about there.
Did you cut them or you
No,
bought
they
them?
came
You
that
bought
way.
them that
They
way.
came that way. Yep.
Huh.
That was a big deal.
It's kind of like when ripped jeans got popular, and then all the grandparents were like, "Why are you
I feel like
buying
did
ripped
Ralph
jeans?"
Macchio have a cutoff shirt? in Karate
Yes,
Kid
he
somewhere?
did. I
Like,
think I had a
don't know.
poster of that
He's responsible for that.
above my bed.
How about you? What's your fad?
I think Jennifer said the cuffed jeans, how you roll it, tight roll, we called it, where you roll it over and then you tighten it. It's basically like skinny jeans. We were making skinny jeans at the time because they didn't have those.
Joni says snorting pixie sticks,
Oh,
which tells me a
that's
lot about her
legit.
childhood.
Like,
About the big hair perm mullet. Yes. Yes, please.
oh,
I guess I did.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
This is
Well,
good. A little trip down memory lane.
it
for
is good
everybody
to have
tonight.
a little trip down memory lane. Just a reminder about Purple Tuesday, which is extended until Friday, because why the hell not? Shop at escapeadulthood.com. Spend $40, get a $20 gift card. You have until Friday. We got a lot of goodies.
Yes.
I think
And
that's
obviously, if
about
you're
it.
watching the replay on Sunday, sorry, that's how it's going to go. But speaking of that, there was a day on Saturday, this past Saturday, I have to do a shout out because I saw several people posting and tagging Escape Adulthood about the pie in the face day. So I have to tell you, if you did that, good for you. I mean, that is no joke. And people really got into it. I think they must have had like leftover Cool Whip or whatever from the holiday. And we got a lot of tags on that day.
That's pretty good.
I
I love
know.
to see people taking the suggestions.
It's definitely not one that we celebrated. We were busy putting up our Christmas tree, and it didn't even cross our minds.
Well,
to
it's
be
funny you
honest.
should say that, because I feel like we could do a better job of doing some of the holidays. I think we hear about them after
We
the
do
fact.
talk
We did-
about that.
you get a little bit busy, so I thought it'd probably be good to catch up.
Oh,
to catch up
no!
on some stuff. I mean, there's no rule that says you can't celebrate a holiday afterwards. Is
Well, I don't think we
Is
have
there?
to go
I mean-
that far with it. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
it? That's it for this show.
Shine on, spread whimsy, and be awesome.